Alright guys, Cornwell, USA, 15-inch. This was in a shop, this was used. It's got dents, dings, it's a long handle, I like it. It's a 1/2-inch drive. It's an older one because it's not fine tooth. It just needs to be cleaned. It's, man, it's really dirty. Whoop. Stupid camera. It really needs some cleaning. So I'm just gonna try to take this apart and see what I get into. I think I've never had one of these apart. I don't get much Cornwell stuff around this part of the country. I don't know why. It's just somebody told me there was only one truck that they knew of that run Cornwell tools, and that was in Edmond, north of Oklahoma City. Holy smokes, that's in there. I'm afraid something might come popping out at me. Well, maybe. I got it loose, I think. I thought. Hang on, let me get a little screwdriver here to... Oh, that's dirty. That is nasty stuff right there. Woo! Alright. There's a little keeper right here. Oh, there's a hole there somewhere. Spread that keeper open. Well, I'm going to have to stop and see if I've got some external. I wonder if I can just spread it. Screwdriver. I don't think there's anything that's going to come shooting out at me here, but I'm trying to be cautious. And there's a lot of grease down in this thing. Baked on stuff. Nope, won't turn. Alright, let me go see if I've got a small enough set of E-clip removers. I'll be right back. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I've got, I don't know what to set it. I found extra parts and stuff. This kit found at a pawn shop, but bought this Craftsman little piece here, 38079, made in Taiwan. I bought this, man, I remember, pawn shop, I think. Perfect fit. Check that out. Was worth the $1 I paid for it, I'm sure. Okay. Now, let's see what we got here. That push out. It might if it was get all the crusties off of it, maybe. Yep, it pushes out. A real simple design. It's got a ball bearing, so it does have a spring. It's in the back side. Look, check that out. Well, that's a big spring compared to the others. the ball bearing and that on my magnet so I don't lose it. Ooh, dirty, 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 dirty. Look at that. I am sure this wasn't an automotive shop. Somebody used this, used it regularly. Teeth look, hang on, look good. Yeah, it just, oh, sorry. The grooves are just full of grease. Look at that. Just full of grease. That's not metal, that's grease. Just big old, oh. Come on, just a chunk of grease. Yep, just needs to be thoroughly cleaned. All right, let's set this stuff. Let me put some of my tools up because I'm making a mess here. And I'm going to leave the external pliers and put the other ones up. I'll be right back. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I usually don't use my part washer that often, but this chemical is a degreaser, so I'm going to use it. Instead of my carburetor cleaner, somebody pointed that out to me a while back. I use a lot of that carburetor cleaner and it is expensive. But truth be told, I'm so used to using carburetor cleaner. When I went to school, that was a big thing. We used it all the time. It was cheap, you know. I think $1.29 a can back in the day, or $1.19 a can, something like that. It don't want it. Some of this stuff just don't want to come off. That grease is in there pretty good. Let's get a little wire brush action here. Yeah, it's coming all right. I'm gonna still take a little carburetor cleaner and a little brush and do a little more work with it. Set that over there. Dummy me, I need to put my other glove on, I think. Hang on. I don't like this stuff. This stuff makes your skin slimy, slick. I'm not a big fan of it. Oh yeah. You know, I've never figured out how someone can buy tools, and valuable ones, something that you use a lot and then never service or clean them. I guess it's the same thing, people buy cars and never change oils in them, I guess. Never did quite understand when you don't take care of your stuff. And this wrench can't be cheap. You know, tools make you a living. You should take care of them to a point where they, you know, they pay for themselves. I mean, they just keep you going. All right, looks pretty good. I want to look at these teeth really close. Make sure there's not a flat spot, because with all that grease in there, it's hard to see if there's any damage to it. This comes apart. It's the little cog. Can't see. I got my glasses on. I can't see up close. I got to take them off, but I got gloves on. So I'm trying to work the best I can with what I got. I think part of this is actually black. I don't think it's supposed to be all shiny metal. All right, set this aside. All right, let me I gotta take my glasses off. I'll get back when I get it all done. All right. I gave it the once over with that stuff, but I'm gonna give it a little more carburetor action here. Yeah, this wrench is seeing a lot of use. I can see wear on it, but still usable. So well, let's see if you guys can see what I can see. You can see where the high spots. Just get my little pointer here. You can see high spots right there, and then you can see where tracks. The gears are worn. You can see worn gears. Yeah, some of these are worn more than others. So this wrench has seen a lot of action. A lot of wear and tear on this thing, but it's still usable. I mean, it's probably lost some of its torque specs, you could say. Yeah, I'm looking at this. You can see the wear. Look at the wear on that. Actually, what I'm going to do, I think, clean this up real good. I'm going to hit this with a file. Clean some of those sharp edges off, and then I'm gonna put it on my mower and see how much torque. Because I know one of my bolts on my wheels, they're 90 pounds, so if it'll break a 90-pound bolt loose, then I'm not going to worry about it. And I'm not gonna go to the Cornwell truck. Like I said, they're not around here, and I might be able to get a rebuild kit for this if it's not real outrageous. Make sure all the grease is out of this. Oh yeah. And the grease was just caked on this thing. Yeah, clean this off. Yeah, this thing is, well, I say I should know Cornwell tools aren't cheap. I bet you I can probably still get rebuild kit for this, and I may look into that. Clean the keeper. Let's clean the ball bearing off real quick while I'm at it. Alright, ball bearing's clean. You know what? I'll just use the Dremel on this on the inside and make it look good. All right. Can't see what I'm doing. Actually don't look bad now. Inside's cleaned up really well. Let's see, one more wheel. That looks a whole lot better. Look at there. Whole lot better. Yeah. I don't know if you guys can see it, but the teeth are got some wear on it, flat spot. Let's see if I can't clean that up with a file. I'll be right back. All right, I don't know if it shows it. I'm sure it does. It helped. Definitely didn't hurt, but I'm afraid to take too much off. This wrench definitely seen a lot of action. I really need to see if I can get parts for this thing, because I think it's worth cleaning or bringing back to 100%. So I'm going to go in and look online and see if I can get a rebuild kit and just stop where I'm at. And this is kind of cool. This is It's like heat treated. Anyways, let me go inside, see if I can find anything. There's not a mark, model number, or nothing on this thing. Not one, except for Cornwell, USA. There is not a model or anything. It's just a 15-inch, half-inch drive. So I'll go back inside and see what I come up with, because I really would like new parts if I can, because I can feel that edge right there. You can see the wear. I hope you can on the camera, but I definitely can feel it, and I can see it with my naked eye there. This wrench is seeing a lot of service, a lot of use. Someone loved it using this wrench. All right, well, I'll be back. All right, guys, it worked. It broke the lug nut loose. Now I got to torque the silly thing down, but I can't see where the gear. I mean, you can't feel it stripping. You know how when you, I've had a Chinese ratchet break on me before, or gear break off, the pawl break off inside, and give me a little problem. But heck, this seemed to work just fine. So, you know, being a little leery of the worn teeth on the main gear and the pawl, was maybe a little more worried than I should be. I probably should come back and give this a high polish, but that's a good used tool. I mean, come on. There's no money invested in this thing, a few bucks. Can't complain. It's just it's a good used tool. It's you know, I'm not going to warranty it. I don't do that. I don't take any of my tools back, and if I buy something, I buy it buyer beware. I'm not one of those that goes and finds and returns them. I know what I got. I know what I'm buying. Well, I say that. I usually know I'm buying used tools. I know I'm buying used tools. Man, I've got to get some more laundry. All right, guys. I'll present you a 15-inch Cornwell, no thumb release. It must be an older version because of the oil hole's been plugged. So this is probably casted back in the day when they still had oil holes and they had leftover stock, so they made this model. There is no model number. There's no marking except for Cornwell tools. I didn't do a whole lot to this. I didn't polish it highly. I just lightly went over it just because I was bummed out because I can't find parts for it. But oh, let me turn it back. It sounds good. It sounds a lot better now that it's got some grease in there. And it did break my lug nut loose without stripping. I mean, it felt positive contact. It felt comfortable. So I'm not afraid to use it. If anybody out there, I know Joe T, you got a lot of ratchets. If you can tell me anything about this Cornwell, I'd appreciate it. And I did go online. I cannot find anything, any parts. Every time I look up Cornwell parts, all I find is Snap-on. For some reason, Snap-on comes along. And none of the parts I saw would interchange with this. And I've never seen one like that. I've never taken one with this kind of head apart, so it looks like it's made well. I mean, I can't say. I do honestly believe, though, this must have been in a mechanic shop or in a garage setting, because those gears are worn pretty good. They have a lot of use, and I hope it shows on camera. Guys, give me a thumbs up, thumbs down, I don't care, let me know. Tell me what you think. Maybe some of you guys back east have seen these things. Around here in Oklahoma, this is only the second Cornwell tool I've come across. So it's kind of interesting. This thing's actually pretty heavy. If it had a thumb release on it, it'd be almost a perfect ratchet, I think. Being 15-inch long like this, being half-inch drive, square drive, man, that thing's got, and that's a nice clean square drive. I don't know what kind of metal that's made out of compared to the teeth. This thing has almost no wear on it, which is kind of amazing. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you liked my video, and I'm sitting here babbling. I need to shut up and go on. Y'all have a good evening. Enjoy your weekend, all right?